What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Side Hustle Gigs. It's your man Malik Ray here, bringing you another video. So we're doing an Uber Eats driver tutorial. So if you're trying to do Uber Eats and you're a beginner or you're confused about how to use the app and how to, pick up deliveries, how to drop them off, what to look out for, all those things will be here on this video. So make sure you watch it all the way into the end. I'm going to talk about where to find things on the app, how to use the app, how to go about, doing Uber Eats, okay? What to do when you pick up the order at the restaurant, and what to do when you drop the order off at the customer's home. I'm gonna go through step by step of how to do that, okay? And hopefully it can answer your questions if you've been confused about something using or doing Uber Eats, all right? So like and subscribe to the channel if you found value in this video. Let's get into it. Okay, so you see the Uber driver app here. I'm going to open the app, and as you can see, this is what it looks like. Okay, if I click in here, then I'll be able to see all of the areas that are busy right now. Now, this is actually for if you're doing Uber driving. If you're actually driving, picking passengers up, then this is what this looks like. But if you don't want to do that, then you need to click on, as you can see, well, let me go back to the home spot. Okay, so top right, there are, options that you can choose, okay, your preferences. And as you can see, it says deliveries or UberEATS. So, and then there's more services as far as things that they have to offer for you to, earn money with, whether it be Uber Pet, you can deliver alcohol, food delivery, you can get an insulated bag, and you can also do shop and deliver, okay? But if you only want to do deliveries, then you come over to your preferences and you choose deliveries and you unmark UberEATS if you don't want to pick people up. Okay, that's how you do that. All right, so make sure you choose deliveries for your preference, and after that you want to click on, as you can see below, there's 4 options. We're on the home screen right now. Then you have earnings. Okay, the earnings section is where you can come and view your details as far as how much you've earned, where your money is, and you can also update your earnings in this section as well too. Okay, your inbox is notifications of whether you got tips or maybe different opportunities for you to earn more money. Also, your inbox, whenever you talk to support or whenever you talk to them about something, all of the conversations will be in this area. Okay, and the next tab is the menus tab. Okay, this is where you can get more help, and you can, fix your settings for, accessibility, privacy. You can edit your address and manage your Uber account. You can change the communication, navigation, sounds, and voices, Siri shortcut. You can do all of those things in the settings section. And then they have safety, where you can, choose your preferences as far as how you want to be safe while doing Uber, whether it be Uber Eats or you're doing Uber driver. That's the safety hub. And then help is another place where you can come and get your questions answered if you wanted to look them up yourself, or you can also get in contact with the support team and talk to an agent if you wanted to do it that way as well. Okay, opportunities, as you can say, it says more ways to earn. Opportunities, this section here tells you when it's going to be the best times to earn the most money. Okay, so when you see these times here, you want to save those or you want to sign up for those particular opportunities that they have. So tonight, as you can see, from 9 to 11, you can make an extra $10 or more per active hour. So if you want, you just click on sign up, and that would save in your queue for you to be able to go out and drive for those hours. Okay, then you have Uber Pro. Okay, and this is basically they have different levels. They have Uber Blue, they have the Gold, Platinum, and Diamond rewards. So when you first join Uber, or when you first start, you'll have all of these rewards here that you'll be able to have access to. But if you want more rewards, as far as maybe doing some online classes for ASU, things like that, or learning a different language, or 1 year Costco Gold Star membership, things like that, then you'll have to actually qualify for the higher levels, whether it be Platinum rewards or Gold rewards. Okay, but when you first join Uber, or when you first start driving, you'll be on the Blue rewards, and you'll be able to get all of these amenities and things that they have to offer from that. Okay, then you have your Work Hub. basically giving you more things that you can use, or basically letting you know what you can do through Uber, how you want to deliver. You can choose that, okay? And then you can refer friends. So this is another way that you can earn money. All right, so if you refer somebody else to Uber and they start driving, you can get up to $150, 25 for every 25 rides, okay? And then earn up to $280 for every friend that completes deliveries. So depending on where you live, you can earn more money just from referring friends to drive for Uber as well, okay? And that's that section. Then you can manage your vehicles, your documents and insurance, tax information, payout methods, plus card, learning center, bug report, about. That's everything here on the menus section, okay? And once you handle all of this stuff that you need to, as far as adding your vehicles, giving the right documents as far as your insurance and your driver's license, then you will be ready to go, okay? So now make sure that your preference says deliveries, okay? And once your preference says deliveries, all you want to do after that is click on go. Go, okay? You want to click on go, and we're going to wait for the first order to pop up, all right? Now, when you turn on the Uber app, okay, when you turn it on, you want to try, just like DoorDash, to go to an area where there is high demand, okay? Now, usually you can see that when you click on a restaurant, usually they share or show that it's going to be high demand there, okay? Or it'll turn red, in a certain area if there's big demand, just like if it was a regular UberEATS. If it was a regular Uber, it'll show red in the area where there's a lot of demand, all right? So as you can see, we got an order right here, okay? This is for Chick-fil-A. It's for $9.43, okay? 25 minutes, 9.5 miles. It's not bad at all. So we're going to go ahead and do that one. We're going to go ahead and accept it. And the next thing we're going to do is go to the restaurant. All right. So I'm on my way to the restaurant right now. Okay. And hopefully once I get there, I can just, the food will already be ready. And I can, just pick it up and go on about my business. Right. So if I click on the bottom here, okay, here's who the person is for right here. Okay, let me see if I will have to take a picture to verify the order. Okay, boom. So usually sometimes when you get to a restaurant, you have to verify the order by taking a picture of the order, right? But in some cases you don't have to do that. All right, all you have to do is just verify the order, make sure everything is on the order. So for this one, it's grilled chicken club meal and Chick-fil-A nuggets. All right. So once I get to the store, I want to make sure that all of that stuff is there. Make sure, like, if a customer sends you a message as far as something else that they may want, you may want to get that for them. You just want to be efficient. You want to be efficient and make sure you have the least amount of problems that you can have when you're doing deliveries. All right. So we're almost here at the store. Look, this is a live trip, guys. So I'm trying to talk to you and give you tips and things while I get to the store. I don't want to be rushing and going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I'm rolling into the store right now, and I'm gonna be walking in to get the order, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what to do. All right. Now remember, like I said, when you're waiting for orders, you want to wait in the most popular area where there's a lot of demand. Okay, that's where you want to wait. So make sure you do that, and make sure you go either in the mornings, early in the mornings, or at night. When it's evening time, people want dinner, things like that. Okay, so we pulled up to the store. All right, please wait to pick up. We'll notify you when the order is ready. So the order isn't ready yet. All right. So the app will actually let me know when the order is ready, but I can also go in and just check to make it, make them move faster, if you will. If they know that I'm here to pick up an order, then they may move a little faster. So let's try to do that. I'm going to go into the store right now. Here we go.
Hello.
How you doing?
What's the name on the order?
Yummy.
Mammy? We got Mammy here too. EC, whenever he comes out, he keeps the better.
Right.
We got ivory.
Okay.
I know how to pronounce it.
What's the name on the order?
Y'all said he's here for Javon?
Yes.
So we're in the store right now,
For me, please.
just waiting. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit. Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Have a great one.
Now, while you wait, sometimes other orders may pop up. So at those times, you can accept those orders and have 2 orders with you. Or if you don't want to do that, then you can just, decline that order and just stay on your current order. All right. But when you're at the store, you don't want to wait more than 10 to 15 minutes, right? Because remember, I mean, look, time is money. Okay, you want to try to make the most money that you can. And you don't want to be waiting for a long time. So I'd say give it at least around 10 to 15 minutes on orders. And once, that time passes up, then try to go after another delivery. That's just my take. That's just what I feel. So, I mean, you can wait as long as you want, but it just becomes a little discouraging when you're waiting for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and your order isn't ready, right? So just watch out for that, and just be, just mindful of that. Just be mindful of that. Don't wait for a long time. Okay, so currently we're still waiting for the order. Okay. Now, if there is any issues with the order, as you can see, there's issue with order. I could click there. This is where you can chat with support. You can choose what the issue is as far as, why you're waiting, whether it be excessive wait time, someone else picked up the order, you can't find the restaurant, can't find parking, restaurant closed, or other, options that you have here. So you just want to choose the right one if any of these, pops up for you. If it's not listed, you see that's at the bottom, not listed. So you can choose that if you'd like as well. All right. So we're going to go back. Still holding tight. Order should be coming up any minute. Also, for help and support, there's the option for trip support, so you can click there. Same thing. Okay. Same thing.
You are here for me. We're still working on that.
So unfortunately, it's not as quick as I wanted it to be. Oh, here we go. Okay, so order is ready. Mammy's order is. So I could have waited in the car and had this pop up for me, but as you can see, the app will let you know when the order is ready. So take that. I'm gonna go and verify. And complete.
All right.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right, guys. So we went on ahead and verified. It took a little longer than expected. And one thing that might happen while you're in stores and doing Uber Eats is you'll get to the store and you'll have other Uber Eats drivers or DoorDash drivers come in, and they'll get their orders before you and all of this. And it sometimes does get a little discouraging, but whatever. Sometimes you just might pop up a little earlier. So that was good to see. You guys saw that as far as got into the store, and then it popped up as far as hey, the order is ready. So you can actually, I could have waited in my car, if I wanted to. But like I said, sometimes I'll go in, and them knowing that I'm there to pick up the order, they will, maybe work a little faster. But like I said, don't wait more than 10 minutes in stores when you're waiting for deliveries, all right? Because like I said, time is money. And if it ain't worth the money, then it ain't worth the time, all right? So now what we doing? Now we gonna get this order to the customer, all right? And from what I see, once we get there, it says, please come to my front door, ring doorbell, and leave on the front porch. So it says drop off type, meet at door. All right. Now, sometimes they'll say meet at door, you know, and then you'll actually have to meet the person at the door. But if you read the note from the customer, it says, please come to my front door, ring doorbell, and leave in chair on front door. Okay. So boom. So once I get there, all I have to do is click on confirm delivery. Okay. And then slide this over where it says complete delivery. Okay. That's all I have to do. That's all I'm going to do next. All right, guys. So now we have an instance. So we have an order where we have to leave it at the door. This is very, very easy. Okay. So I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So we're at the house now. All right. And she says leave at side door. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this at the side door. Okay. And it says take a photo. When the photo comes up, just take a photo of the food. Click next. It's gonna upload the photo. Where'd you leave the photo? You don't have to put anything here if you don't want to, but you see side door. Boom, done. And then click delivered. That's it. Simple as that. You're ready for your next offer. And that's basically it, guys. Very, very simple, very, very easy. Now, the best times to go out and do Uber Eats are usually in the mornings. Okay, early in the mornings, everybody loves breakfast. In the evenings, when people get off of work, okay, they're ready for dinner, all right? Or Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, weekends, you know, everybody likes to order out, you know. And then it also depends on where you live, all right? So if you live in the sticks, if you live in the country, you might not get as many orders as people who live in the city or live close to a lot of restaurants and things like that. So you got to remember that if you live, let's say Danville, Virginia, right? If you live in Danville, Virginia, you may want to go to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, because North Carolina is like the closest to Danville. Or if you live anywhere that's like super country and doesn't have a lot of things going on, you want to Uber or do Uber Eats in a place where it's a lot of things going on, all right? That's the only way you're gonna make real money. And then another thing is doing Uber, it might take you all over the place, all right? It might take you, you know, you'll get an order from one spot close to where you live, and then you might have an order that's maybe 20 miles away from where you live, because it's gonna give you an order based off of where you are and, you know, where you are available. So remember that, okay? But other than that, it's some good money that you can make depending on how efficient you are and how consistent and when you go out. Okay, there's a lot of good money to be made. I wouldn't advise you do this full time. Uber Eats, it's only part-time, like I said, evenings and weekends. Full time, I would highly recommend trying to find an extra source of income, or you may want to work a job as well as doing Uber Eats if that's the only thing that you're gonna do. Because it's not gonna, I just wouldn't advise it, all right? So hopefully this video helped out, sharing how to use the Uber app, giving you tips on when to go out, how much money you can make, and things like that. This is my 2026 video. If I missed something, let me know, comment below. Also check out in the description below, Easy Income Start. There's gonna be a tab if you are a rideshare driver and you want some free cash every week for doing Uber, DoorDash, or Lyft. Okay, there's a link I have below to where you can start getting free cash just for uploading your earning statements, okay, with a site called Dovetail. So check that out below on my website, easyIncomeStart.com, and you'll get more information on that. But thanks for watching this video. All right, like I said, if you have questions, comment below. If you like this video, if I gave you enough value, subscribe to the channel. I talk about all things that you can use to make money online, and I share all tools that I use right now to make extra money in my spare time, and sharing it with you all just in case you may need or may be looking for something extra. All right, so thanks for watching. See you guys on the next video. Side Hustle Gigs, Malik Ray signing out. Peace out.